Today we have reached Science City in Kolkata, West Bengal. Hello everyone. So this is the big premises of Science City. You can see such huge buildings and different centers that are there in the premises of Science City, and this is the entry gate from which we have entered. There are a lot of ticket counters, 4-5 ticket counters there. So we have taken our entry ticket and now we are going to enter the premises of Science City. So first we are going to enter the Science Exploration Hall. So we have taken the ticket from outside and now we are entering the hall. So this is all about Science and Technology Heritage of India. So we are going to enter the first area of the hall. Basically over here everything is about how technology and science has evolved over the years and how we should go on green practices. So over here I'm looking at how we should use green fuels such as CNG instead of burning fossil fuels to conserve our environment. Over there that's telling us about optical disc, and that one is telling us about green energy. Now we have reached here where it tells us about ancient Indian technology, how it has also evolved over the years. This is a life-size model of a hand loom which is used in weaving for making textiles, and this digital screen tells us about the different weaving patterns and different textiles available. Here is about shipbuilding and navigation. In the earlier times, we used ships and canoes to travel. Now this is also a model of a traditional water mill. So basically the domestic flour mills that were used at times, the atta chakkis at that time, they produce a lot of heat when we are grinding the flour. So to prevent a lot of heat from generating, the water channels are built under it so that the area around the flour mill remains cool. And the next over here is about the traditional arts and craft. So here traditional handicrafts are being made by hand. There are vases and different statues and sculptures made out of stone, and over here out of brass and bronze as well. So all these handicrafts are there. This is the inscription regarding public health system at that time, in the ancient times. Moving on, these are the models of Indian monuments, like this is the Taj Mahal, that is the Qutub Minar, while that is the Brihadiswara temple. So these are the models of all the monuments in India. Now this model life-size model here is about Ayurveda and Ras Shala, which is about chemical activities and chemical reactions. So over here they are using Ayurveda and chemical reactions to make new products, and over here this is a model of an eye operation being conducted. So you can see how tools were used at that time. Now moving on the next models, these are the common iron tools that were used. As you can see, this is the iron tools used in the Indus Valley civilization. So this is also about how civilizations have evolved over period of time, how tradings and urbanization has occurred over the years. Now we are going to enter the Science and Technology Evolution Hall. So basically over here we'll see the digital panorama on human evolution. Now we're going to enter. We were waiting for the tickets earlier. So here they have not allowed us to take any videos or photos during the whole show, but I am going to show you inside how the panorama looks and how it's all set up. So let's go. As you can see, this is a whole circular area in which there's big screen on all the sides in such a way that it tells us about different at the ancient times, the prehistoric ages, how early humans used to live, and these are the life size models as well in front of us. So we are going to watch that, and it was a 30-minute show and it was great. Now we have come out, and this is another part of the science exploration hall which tells us about ancient Indian civilizations. So that earlier you saw was the Bhimbetka caves in Madhya Pradesh. Now we are going to look at some other civilization, and this is Mehergarh, the cradle of Indian civilization. Then this is an early Neolithic village. This is all, and this over here you can see this is a replica of the iron pillar that is there at Qutub Minar, which is not rusted, and it's like hundreds of years old. Now we are going for the evolution of life dark ride. So we are getting our tickets checked right now, and this is the entrance. Over here a lot of information about evolution of different species is given, like here how the solar system came into existence, then the life of early humans, how they evolved over the ages. This over here tells us about how the shape of the skull has changed over the years from the earliest humans to the present day humans. Now we have started a dark ride. So we were supposed to sit in these trolleys, and these trolleys would move, and on both sides there were different robotic animals. They were showcasing the different forms of life and how evolution occurred starting from different eras. So these were the slow moving electric cars, and there were a lot of special effects and sound effects as well. There was a lot of audio video presentation as well, which kept us telling about how species evolved. That was very good to know. And now we're going to enter the 2020 to 180 million years ago section. So you can see how the different dinosaurs and different reptiles were there at that time. This is the Brachiosaurus. This dinosaur is completely herbivorous. It does not eat meat, unlike the other dinosaurs, the scary dinosaurs we find in the Jurassic era. Seeing all these robotic dinosaurs, I was thinking about the Jurassic World films that I've seen, which I still now find pretty entertaining. Now we're going to enter the next part of the dark ride. So I can see the Velociraptor up there. Now we are going to enter 190 to 130 million years ago age. At that time also dinosaurs were pretty dominant. part is all the jungle in which dinosaurs used to live. This dinosaur is the Spinosaurus. It is actually a water-dwelling dinosaur. Now we are moving forward. There were different types of dinosaurs here, a lot many. Now we are again entering a different part of the dark ride. This part is quite dark. So this is 130 to 65 million years ago. That's another dinosaur over there. This dinosaur over here is the Triceraptor. These are also herbivore dinosaurs. I guess this is the last part of the Mesozoic era, which was like the era comprising of the Triassic, Jurassic and the Cretaceous period, which included majority of the dinosaurs. Because like this part of the ride is still shows us till this 65 million years ago, and as we all know 66 million years ago it was the end of this Mesozoic area, the Cretaceous period, which included dinosaurs. So we had witnessed the Jurassic period as well. Now we are witnessing right now the Cretaceous period, I guess. And we all know the story about how dinosaurs got extinct because of falling of a meteor on Earth. And it was like, and this period, the Cretaceous period, it's like the longest part of this whole era. And at this time only the mass extinction, because most of the dinosaurs they got extinct. Oh, that was a T-Rex over there. Now we are leaving and we're going to enter the other part of this ride, which will be after the Cretaceous period, or after the Mesozoic era, which includes like the start of mammals and other reptiles. Oh, that's an early elephant. You can see its tusks are not very long though. Oh, and this is quite a large egg. So this is after the age of dinosaurs. So you can see the size of the animals here. They're actually quite huge when comparing to the present day size of some animals. It's quite dark here now because we are entering the other part of the dark ride. This part shows us about the Ice Age. I guess this is a woolly rhinoceros, I guess. And obviously at that time all the animals had a thick coat of fur to protect themselves from the extremely cold weather and climate that was there during the Ice Age. This is the mastodon, if I'm not wrong. These are type of reindeers, but they were found mostly in the Ice Age only. And mostly you'll see pine trees only here, because pine trees are the naturally growing trees in such a climate. Oh, and that was a saber-toothed at that corner. It's like a big cat found in the Ice Age time. And that's Charles Darwin on the screen up there, the father of evolution as we know him. That was the end of the ride. It was quite entertaining and I loved it, honestly. And this screen over here in front of us tells us about how Earth evolved, because we know earlier it was a big ball of fire, and over the years it became habitable and a home now. And now we have entered Space Odyssey Hall. This part of the Odyssey Hall is called Reflections because there are literally different kinds of mirrors here. Like this one over here, these are like a lot, like the straight mirrors. They're kept in such, they're positioned in such a way that we can see each other. It's also quite interesting. So you can see, I'm gonna dance all the way till here and I'll see my reflection. Then we entered the mirror maze, which was pretty fun. And now we are here at the Dynamotion Hall, which is all about experiencing science physically. Like, I am trying hard over here to lift this ball, cycling, and when I'm cycling it's creating like a pressure inside this tube, and my aim is to lift this ball, and that is totally difficult because as you can see I'm not able to do it. I'm really bad at this. Nevertheless, I'll keep on trying. Now we are trying to cycle without any handle in front of us. So we are trying to paddle as hard as we can. As you can see, Sajida is trying hard, and well, she is doing pretty good. Well, now it's my turn to try. I think I'll be able to do it because, well, looking at it seems pretty easy, but actually once you step on it and try to paddle, it is quite difficult. It takes a lot of effort because like we're trying to maintain our posture while cycling, because we usually tend to bend forward. Well, this exhibit was actually quite mesmerizing, seeing the ball take big turns and then finally falling through that hole at the center. Everything around us has science, and this part actually showed us the science is present everywhere. Then we entered the Maritime Center, as you can see here. This was all about ships and different travelers. Like, this is Christopher Columbus. And here is Ashita trying to steer a ship. Well, this is an actual wooden steer. And this part of the Science City was actually very interesting, and got to know more about ships and how, the traveling by sea, that culture also evolved. And now we have come out of the Maritime Center, and now over here outside we can see the fountain. And these are actually musical fountains, and the song is playing behind me, and it was really fun to see it, and lighting at night adds to its beauty. Well, now our Science City trip has ended. It was an amazing trip. I got to learn a lot more, and all those who are lovers of science and curious to explore new things should come here at least once and give this place a try, because it is amazing. Well, that was all for today. Please like and subscribe. Bye bye.